Hey everybody. So we are off on another adventure. This is examination season and welcome to another episode of Walk With Me. So funny thing, I just renewed my subscription for the podcasting and I realized that I have not actually been podcasting a lot. I've done a lot of YouTube content and I think I've grown the audience a bit more on YouTube, but the podcast in itself has not had as much effort in the past semester. And maybe it's just that I've not put the time. Maybe it's just that I've been focusing on other content. But I think I've been doing a lot on the visual aspect of storytelling. And now in this season, for the next 6 months, we're going to be focusing more on the audio aspect of storytelling. So what story are we telling today? I just left my hostel. This is Sunday morning. Context, this is the day before examination starts, the second semester examination of my 300 level of a medicine and surgery program. And yeah, I left a bit late today. When I say late, it's like everybody's still in the hostel, but on my standards, I usually am in chapel like, let's see, 30 minutes before now. Let's say 20 minutes before now, I'm already in chapel around 7:45. Today it's already 8:15. How many minutes is that? 55:05, 50, exactly 30 minutes. So the reason I left this late was because I was doing part of an exam. Last night I had a test to do. This morning I still had the rest to do. I still haven't finished it, but that's okay. I'm still on time in my task. So the reason I bring this up is that in examination season, everybody wants something from you. Like, they are still asking for rehearsals for sound, because I'm in charge of sound. They're asking for rehearsals from the choir, from different programs. And sometimes it baffles me because no one considers the fact that we're still students. Like, I mean, we behave like superheroes because we're always there, always do things. And many people just assume that, oh, these guys have it all figured out. These guys are perfect. These guys will always be there. And not so much as to think that, oh, maybe we should actually back off a bit on the rehearsal so that we can let them study. But I mean, that's how it is in life, really. If you are good at what you do, people will want you to do more. And also, nobody really is concerned for your own life and your own benefits. Everybody's even looking out for themselves, no matter where it is, except the person has the love of Christ, in which they sacrifice themselves. That's why Jesus said, I lay down my own life. And he's teaching us to do the same. In other words, he doesn't think about himself above others. So the storyline is simple. Everybody still expects top notch from us. And at the same time, we are realizing that we have to do the best in our exams. So I came later than usual today because I knew I had to focus on my exams. But I will still be earlier than most people. I will still be able to check the sound by God's grace. Everything's going to be smooth and we're going to run the service and I will finish my assignment and things like that. So always leaving a bottom line from the end. Each talk is this. If you know you have tasks ahead of you in your life, like you have a deadline for a project, or you just know that you want to complete some things, and everybody else is pulling you in multiple directions. They're asking you, hey, can you do this for me? Hey, can you make this flyer for me? Hey, can you record this short film for me? Can you do this? Can you do that? And you know that it doesn't align with your goals in life. It's a lot better for you to say no to them. To tell them, sorry, this does not align with what I have to do. I have so many things to do right now. Maybe later on or ask somebody else. It's a lot better to do that than to enter into a matter grudgingly. I learned the hard way when I was selection and training co-chair for the UTSC ambassadors. I overstretched myself at some point during the semester. That was the University of Texas at San Antonio ambassadors. It's like one of the elite organizations of the university. And you can see a trend. I like being with groups that control things on campus. And I believe that technical unit here is the equivalent of the ambassadors there, although it's a different skill set entirely. But nevertheless, with them, I burnt myself because I was doing more than I could handle because nobody else was picking up the slack. I assumed that I had to put in more of myself. So as people were backing off and not helping, I was burning, putting up the back burners, burning the candle at both ends and pushing to make sure things still worked out. So as people were slacking off, I was taking up that slack and my own academics was suffering and I was just in a state of shambles, and it got to the point that I was regretting and I had resentment for some of my colleagues and my assistants who did not do what they were supposed to do. And it was much afterwards that I realized that I never want to get into this situation again. I never want to. So, and if in case you're wondering, the matter is resolved. I passed the semester. I let things go and we continued to grow. So it wasn't that I broke relationships or anything. It was just that I realized at that moment in time that my grades had fallen because I was doing too much. But in case you're wondering, we're all good. We're all fine. And we finished the semester as a team and as a body. And we're really nice then. But I bring that up because I learned from that I never want to ever be in a state of resentment in leadership. In other words, I never want to do so much that I'm resenting the fact that I did it so much. And I'm like, oh, you guys are the ones to blame for the fact that I got a D in this course. No, God forbid. Whatever I do, I'm responsible for it. And if I give some of my time to any activity in life, it's because I want to give that time to the activity. So it all accumulates with me walking to chapel on a Sunday morning at 8:20 a.m., going to put on all the lights, set up the sound, do a quick sound check before Sunday school starts. I pray that your own day is beautiful, and I pray that every day that you are alive, that you are learning to walk with Jesus and that you are learning to draw closer to the hand of the Father. God really loves us. You know that, right? Like Jesus really loves us. And I'm learning to walk with him. Okay, guys, stay blessed, stay safe, stay amazing. Thank you for tuning into this every episode of the podcast. And yeah, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.